straight up through a ramp. Now he's alone when this is happening, and the fight is kicking off into mid.
They have not watched the tape.
Yeah.
Simon was not ready for that. He's just out in mid with the spike.
Donated, yet still the right click in the hands of KangKang, and he picks up the upgrade, but he's going to be cleaned up. This is what Team Liquid are good at. Comes down to that discipline. They've honed it, they've refined it. Still, openings could be found. Plays that Team Liquid love to cook up on the fly. So good.
Last player standing.
It's what's really set them on that path, and it really begins here in Bangkok. TP to evacuate in case he needs it. There's going to be a flash into his face, just slightly turned, but no. Still blinds it up. It's going to be Prowler to supplement it, peeking out wide, but he's still going to play his life. And so, giving up the site, there'll be an open plant for EDG.
Spike planted.
We'll find out what he can do past this pointer here. Cheeky angle for KangKang. Tucked up close and personal. I'll try and set up that as well, but the horn just reveals as well. Not quite anything to break it. Satchel, lay it down. Stuns right behind them. That's an attempt by EDG just to try and bail out one of their star players. It's going to be an inevitable round of that. Team Liquid up to 2. Chase now. Chomping at a bit to try and get a piece of him. And meanwhile, KangKang's cracking open the opposite side of the site. Chicho does isolate the fight with Chicho going down, but still KangKang will not be stopped. It's relentless here. The opposing set. Yeah, and that's also a critical kill of that. It's going to be catching mid-lurk, and already you can see it, the ult, the threat of it, already pushing out and pulling out some of that util. KangKang tucked up, top rafters, nobody swinging for this guy, and spins across the map. There's only one player left to stand here. Kamek is going to be tested into this spot and position. He's got some help from on high. People are going to be joining him, and what a beautiful shot that is. Easily dismisses it, but EDG are not to be trifled with. They're going to be running them down up onto the site, and well, just walking straight into the sightlines. Nats makes a decent go of it. That is flicky. We need more than that at this point with EDG playing like this.
Playing slow rounds at the start. And one of the big reasons for that, as Camo goes to try to take a risk, is Camo's gate crash. It's got a 30-second expiry date on it.
Yes. I mean, KangKang, does he expect it? Wait a second! How the hell is he getting away with that? He might as well the skin of his teeth.
This might have all distracted for Nats coming around on the flank, you know. No sentinel.
Yeah.
Defense pushes like this, they've got to be watched, and Smoggy's got eyes.
Plan is down in the midst of all of this. But Smoggy, very aware. All avenues accounted for, apart from Kiko, who's actually done, what's that, 140 as well on top of that?
145 as well.
Oh my god. Yeah, Smoggy's dropped down. Damage definitely being done, but the time is ticking. Chances to win the round, dwindling still. This is sharp by Kiko, man. Doesn't matter, it's the eco. He's doing damage and more. Him and Kamek side by side. The rifle picked up, but we'll be able to keep it into the next. Got plenty of targets to choose from, especially when no one deals with that bloody eye on high. A shot missed, going wide. Camo does have the dimensional drift. That's going to give him all the information he can work with, but Paddy cannot really help. He's not much longer, but his wall still stunned. Hits that. Trade in sight, kick off to the side. Plenty more targets where that came from. Simon has to stick that plant down so they get that extension, but it's a 2v4 at that. In through the corner, Kiko is taking names and ripping off heads at this point. Too much to overcome for
the rest of the team.
What a control given up. Oh my, Chichu. Cheeky with a peek, but it's a head ripped clean off, and here's that showstopper. Earned up, primed and ready. He's going to be running out. What is that?
That's unbelievable.
Ludicrous stuff from KangKang. Pulling that one out. It's our opening game, man. You're going to hold some of it back still, Nats. Tucked up, ratty position at that, but he's traded nevertheless. And here's where the fight really kicks off. Straight through mid. There's going to be another kill found with Kamek. Can't quite find it. Camo off to the side as well, and he finds that stray shot. Slightest of angles to work with, and Simon is left alone. Back against the wall. 2 targets to deal with. Knows the rough positioning. Heads on a bloody swivel. And not enough to...
Got it up here.
And this is a lot of presence. I mean, emphasis being placed by EDG up towards ramp, but that spam. Again, instinct at its core. Forced to really dash away from the fray.
Kamek re-clearing over towards B. This has got to end A.
Trying to take it in that direction here. He's going to be paranoid to try and take this one, and potentially with the flood. That's a flash around the corner. KangKang dropped single digits. 1 HP at that, but potentially all he needs.
They know where the danger player is.
Yeah.
They just don't have utility to be able to flush him out properly.
The players crowd onto the side. EDG, they win out that critical fight though. Out towards elbow. Paddy gone. Maybe they can try and fight their way past. Time is ticking here. This operator in the hands of Kiko is really slowing them down to a degree as well. And now you're seeing it. The peak's coming out. Smoggy tries to take that fight. but surely the openings are done and dusted. Kiko just trying to save this operator, trying to keep it into the next. It's a round one. The goal is damage for Team Liquid.
Standing.
And they're going for that fight over towards mid, same as their pistol round setup.
Where's that trade? I mean, Team Liquid, the discipline has been honed and refined over the course of their running kickoff. Not the same team for the opening games. Go around, pack mentality, try and group up and take these fights together with them. Still, it's that equivalent exchange when it comes to it, and that's waiting. It's a fight taken out through spawn, and across their placement is immaculate. And that's going to be Salvo's fault line. Everything going to be committed. Nats, you're in the danger zone, son. Plenty of targets, but he's going to be swarmed and overcome. Still, bit of help maybe occurring. Paddy Tech is quick with it. Reinforcements have arrived. Steps forwards. Wants to take the fight straight to them. What a challenge from Kamik! And it's 2 taken away. EDG, but a bite from the round, removed just as easily as that. The spike dropped down at their feet. EDG left reeling.
Another situation where Chichu could possibly get
At least get themselves into a site and position for the retake. Still difficult in itself to deal with. Crowd committed. Horns alongside it. Sees. Dumping the util. Now it comes down to stray spam. Kill's going to be found as well with the highlights occurring. Chichu! And he's forced to just pre-aim it off into the corner. EDG an opening. Paddy falls. Still that's a nade. It rebounds. Brings down nobody.
is open.
Camo! He's right there, ready and waiting, and a dimensional drift as well to escape if he chooses to use it. He's going to be able to get that information. 35 seconds.
They're going big,
Where
but
are you
Kamik's
going?
there. Kamik's there.
Straight into mid. He might be able to find this one. It's an easy target, potentially yet. That's a spike on down into mid. Meanwhile, Chichu up through the guns, trying to find it up through heaven. This is chaos. This is anarchy. But EDG, they thrive in it. They were molded in it.
They know that Kamik's here.
And Kamik has got a lot to do as the playmaker. No way, man!
Or in sewers.
Yeah, they're going for the deep fight out towards screens with Simon falling. It's a critical kill at that. That's as well. He's getting away with murder. Still alive, but surely should around. Yeah, and this is where it's really important. Damage being done to multitudes of players. Still surviving into the tail end of things. But not planted for them. That is a worldie of a shot. Camo with a wraparound, but now he's given up his position. Chichu half already. He's earned himself the outs, and shots are rattled, fired off. Camo TPing away. Chichu, he's sticking this one. It's down to the minor margins. Here it is. Attempt to try and push past that. Orb will be punished.
So much decay damage going on there.
Yeah. Chichu doesn't look like he suspects that there's that Camo tucked to the side, but Camo's also not really expecting it whatsoever. The lurk up, anticipated, so clean, flawless. You're unspotted. Fault line was ready. It was held, primed just for that. Maybe up towards mid still. Kang now getting a bit of a run on and a bit of a move on. Nade at that. Rebounding towards the back. Kiko finds it. Bulldog in hand. Nobody. Short work. Made of Camo up towards heaven. Snappy. Cappy. Kiko will attempt to make do with what he's given into the round, but it's absolute shreds. It's scraps. You've got 9 seconds left, and you are tiptoeing around the side.
Kamik's got to survive here.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Out of the side. They want to try and get themselves in. Drops it down. The C's avoided narrowly at that. Still. Util. I don't know how you use it. Sending out the salvos. Push players into unfortunate scenarios and positions potentially there with the aftershock in hand. Flash up and away. It's all dodged in time. That's too clear. Hold his nerve.
That's not Durka.
The trigger thing. Incredibly. Don't expect it, but these awkward timings is where all sorts of difficulty. He hears it. The rumble, the footsteps. My God, man. He's ripping them to pieces, and Kang, knives in hands. You have to do more than slice and dice. You need a bloody miracle, but maybe he's the man for the job. Could potentially do it. Time ticking, though, getting away from him, and Camo knows it. Play to the win cons, doesn't even give him the fair fight, and doesn't even let him save the op. And this is nobody. He's going to try and make a go of that one, but again, doubled up. The weaker buy of EDG, so they're going to take risks. And okay, policy with the ultimate in the back of his hands, but there's bodies and backs facing towards him. Kang up and around, and still flicky, but Kiko, man! What is that? An explosive opening. Kang with 3, down to that 1v1, and still, again, the time's going to be ticking and potentially getting away from him. He needs to find a player with Kamik. And still Satchel plays straight into the fray. Kang, and Camo, you can't quite dismiss this guy, not so easily.
That's an... Oh, here comes the retake.
Wait
so
a second.
fast.
Yeah, that's a flash. Go trying to flood attempt in here, so they're trying to plant up for heaven. That's a pit. Lay it down, it makes it a bit more awkward, and Chichu, instinctual place. Highlights will not help you there, Nats. The pit falls, it is planted for heaven, but Kamik in a 1v3 to tap, trying to root Kamik out. Smoke covering most of the fire, tapping away, but he needs a rifle spray to just go his way, and it's not gonna. Camo's just been spotted, pinged out, spamming away. Simon's got to be careful of this particular spot here. I mean, it was called out by his teammate, yet still Camo gets the kill. How is he handling this? How is he doing this?
That's rough. He should be stepping back in that spot.
TP forwards. This is so damn fast. This is so damn fast, and no one's expecting Chichu, man. Caution to the wind at this point. Both of these teams are taking chunks out of each other.
It's into someone.
It's added just so many absurdities into the rounds. Nobody finding Camo up onto the ropes, but decapitate. What is going on, man? Kanga's not ready for it whatsoever. I mean, Camo was on an island.
Oh, Camo also didn't realize that the operator was pushed up that close until he took the shot. There was a prowler that left everything out there. Nats hunted, taken down. They've been good at removing this A-lurk, but the retake can't come through as quickly as in previous rounds. So now another opportunity for Kiko to go walkabouts in the post plant.
Yeah, okay. The time has been ticking as well. This plant was down. Rapid at that. Kiko, there's a whole line missing. Still Simon's there with a trade. Crouched up in place. Needs to do a bit more. Heaven though, not watched for. And Paddy, he's perfect onto these angles. Once more, Camo. Just absolutely killed. TP to evacuate. Camo straight in there on top of it. A bit of spam might just not go amiss here. It's, I mean, nobody's trying to play up close and personal. Cuts it up onto the angle.
Can he get one in this spot?
Smoggy hard committed, but running wide and dropping down. Chichu's lucky to get away with even that. It's an open side for Team Liquid. Cracked it open wide. And Chichu and Kang have got to do it all. Dash still available. For Kang, not even choosing to proc it. This guy walking out, but he's missed it. Oh, no way, he's just missed the corner. Trade there, it's instantaneous. But Chichu's only on 8 health, man. What can you do in this spot? And he doesn't want to know where any of these players are.
Although now they give it up.
Snakebite layer down, but this is all just avoided. It's an off angle by Smoggy.
He dodged the prowler, what an immense play.
It's credited up another section of OT. See though, 4 versus 4, and it's all calm until it's not. Players not watched for, down and towards hell, but up on towards heaven, and the trade's in sight. Kills exchanged. Spike's dropped down into the middle of nowhere.
They lost the spike on top of rafters.
Up onto heaven, and Kang there's a prime opportunity.
EDG find this opening.
Right past the pull, flash in through the back. There's a nade up from heaven. It's going to be preventing the walkout. And Kiko, he's right in there. Yep, flood attempt caught for Team Liquid. They sense it, they smell it, there's blood in the water, and as these players line up, the damage is done and more. Nobody makes a good go of it. Spotting the corner, they know that Paddy plays perched up onto heaven. It's a beautiful one at that. Pretty blocked by the drone, but I don't think they're going to be too worried about it. It's open access, and easy access at that, and that's what is his timing. You're seeking to take, it's a flash and a flood, an attempt at a play, but EDG are 1 step ahead. Players to the game plan. Kiko not slowing down though. Kamek out wide onto heaven once more. He's looking for bodies. He's hoping that EDG will just open themselves up. Kiko sailing sky high.
He's on the A-lurkers, and Nats hasn't even committed his wall yet. This is super weird.
Paddy holding, lucky to be alive. There's damage done through the wall, but Chichu dropped down into mid.
Nobody!
Was
that spam?
That
what
is
was that?
Spam or something, I'm not too sure.
Is that because Nats didn't commit his wall?
Says you might not pass this one. As a hold up into his face, and still Kiko, he just deals with it. Takes that guy out. Kang with the operator will have to just back himself away. They gotta know where these players are, but still Kamek, no way. Kamek, a body. Signaled. Kang moves forward, steps forward. Kiko dropped, and this guy has been the thorn into their sides, and that's taken care of. At this point, we've seen some miracle rounds from Team Liquid, but I think it's a hard ass for Camo and Paddy. Still gonna make a go of it. You have to at the end of the day. Paddy.
1 enemy remains.
His way around though, but that's a bullet to the side of the head. And he's dropped dead. Chichu. Cold with it.
Off the A-ramp pressure.
Went up towards ramp though, Kang. Hold up. Plays in his face and a shorty at that. My God, Camo just turned him into mincemeat down towards the vents and a peek out wide. Chichu, if you got a little bit more, maybe, potentially. Can't quite get the third, but Smoggy by his side. Nats slices and cuts him up, and Simon, there was damage done. Weak as anything. Back behind screens, and nobody does need a miracle at this point. Stun, rattled and away, 1 kill found. Needs that second one, but he's really just going to be guessing. Nats Holds it down, out towards elbow, 60.
What an entry!
My God, nobody somehow finds that one. This is gonna be it. Salvo's in the fault line, cuts it up, and dissects the site. Chances and opportunities, but Nats is still alive, but with the paranoia in your face, how much longer will you be kicking? They can't remove this guy. It's a thorn in their side and more. It's buying time and space for his team to get back in. Util expended, out through the smokes. The feed is filled in red, and we missed all of it. Cern has already flashes into the face of KangKang. Push back, forced to respect the Chichu sees, that connects into the corner, needs some help, needs some bailout, Camo. Instant with the trade. Chichu lucky just to get the one. Putting a squeeze now onto him, KangKang's hot on the heels, and he does eat him up. Camo not long for the world, not long for the round, EDG. Is this it? He's lucky that it didn't fall in the first time. KangKang, yep, up top, onto the high ground. Paddy, not enough bullets in the chamber to really do the job. Give him the business, still Kiko through the back of the site. Ghost in hand.
And now they're going to make the pivot. This is a right call from EDG.
Players. We're going to see if they can do some damage and rip off a few heads, but it's all Team Liquid so far. Get them a move on. This is a rapid play at that. Plenty of bodies ready to meet them, but Chichu he's got to do a bit more with that, and he's dropped down to just 10 HP. Surely too much for him to overcome, and that's... This is so risky by Camo, man. I mean, listen, not an eco, but... Or at least against the eco. Don't want to give away the gun too early.
For these kind of attack side lurks, no matter what initiator he's playing, but he gets collected this time by Paddytech. The IGL, for how much you can get away with in the future.
KangKang was hard inserted there just at the beginning of the round, I think. Hoping that Team Liquid potentially rotate off. They're making their way over towards B. Flash gets the acknowledgement, so Paddy now knows he's going to be facing all sorts of these players, but backs himself away after just receiving the one he's low, though.
Just wants to play his life in this spot.
Yeah.
Play for the reinforcements.
Make it awkward. If he can deny the plan as well, it'll be good, and he does do just that.
Kind of players that have opted into it. Here's a big A-main fight.
Yeah, you're going to see this fight taking place. Guns in hand, Team Liquid. Going to try and save the day themselves, but Camo just saves his own life in the process. Back to
worst weaponry.
Going re-exploring.
A lot of it came down to Patty there. Had to win that fight, I think.
I think he might have just heard that one, yeah, the TP. So he's got his eyes trained onto the spot. Camo almost winning that one out, but with one left, standing Headhunter in hand for similar play. Camo can try and afford this one, but Camo can't afford to be losing his life. The side is a steel guard and let loose. Makes his way across into the site and the shorty into the hands of Paddy. Tries to earn himself that upgrade, not that it would have been much help in the end. Still trying to maintain control and shut them down in through lane. Team Liquid.
Basically the same idea again here for Liquid. This time Nats gets punished holding that angle.
Saw plenty of thrifties on the other side of things here, but maybe EDG's time to shine. And Camo, he's got that get out of jail free card. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is problem territory. Dimensional drift. Yeah, that's the danger, man. Knife out. You've been playing Europe, you've been practicing it, and KangKang showing a bit of promise on it. We could take that timing. Rip into the ult, and now Camo is hoping to do a bit more damage. KangKang, though, he is the danger in this one. 3 already in it. Make it 4. The cherry on top, and a clash after clash, and engage. In through the back of the side, Kiko, Sheriff, rattling off the shots. Can't quite get that one done. Still with the steel guard, and maybe there's a little bit more, but gonna have to opt into the secondaries now. And EDG on equal footing with these Liquid players. Sidestep in, happy feet. Paddytech, short work.
The post plant here, though, should be really good from EDG, especially with this kill from Simon.
No one's watching the mid.
Make nobody scared.
The top, gotta believe that they could be off of this one. Still with the armor getting committed. That's Simon gone. He's dusted. Out towards the back here. Rifle's gonna be picked up. The time ticking away here. And with the damage done, listen, precision, not necessary.
Surely.
No way. No clearance at all. And he's got the hell out of there. He did.
Perfect timing.
Back. Meanwhile, into the smoke. That's Paddy. Watchful eye onto it. Contact plays called out. All baited out to not give away his position. Smoggy, you gonna make a go at this one with 20 seconds left? I don't think so. Chichu's on the opposite side of the continent, so unlikely.
And to shoot nobody a little bit of bail as well.
10 seconds
What he was doing with the drone was hard clearing pillar. And pillar's a pretty common position for the chamber to be playing, because you've got the range with your teleport to be able to get out to Jenny. And so
that one back either, so Team Liquid going into the retake here, but already going players down. It's topsy-turvy for Liquid. What was looking like potentially a good setup, but they're just losing fights outright.
Chichu was set up on that B-Link lurk. Team Liquid gonna commit to this? They would lose the operator.
So, not with the operator in hand. You need a
It
kill.
looks like they're going forwards, though.
I think this is trolling ever so slightly. Kamek, though, might be making me eat my words. I'm all here for it. Give us a game. Making a go. Still off to the side. Kamek still doing damage as well, but time is ticking. And this is where the problems arise. Backing himself away. Smoggy's on for an ace. And Nats does not want to give it to him.
No, there's no world in which Smoggy gets his ace here. Nats is backpedaling as fast as his little leg.
Butched up, just onto the box, and unexpected is the angle. So Kang just hurt, so he's still alive here to play a bit forwards, but the positioning is expected. Predictable. Kiko happy to capitalize, and he takes it one step forward. Camo off onto the flank, dodging, juking. Chichu can't see a bloody thing. Blind as anything, yet still wins that fight out. Dominates the angle. It's important to control A main.
No way!
Simon with the slap. EDG. EDG stepping up to the challenge, up through mid here. Close quarters action. Nats, he was cutting it up close. Still down and out, and these players are just flooding into mid. Anything to stem the bleeding.
Ati.
Okay.
Shot.
It's only missing the kitchen sink, and it's going to be that triple face towards the end.
Jumping up, clearing the pillar.
Timing! Kang still steps up. Realize how lucky they potentially were, and go and walking.
On the lurk. I don't know why Simon's been hard lurking with Nightfall.
Angle, Salvo as well. Comes about here, players almost lining up for it, but EDG going for that clean sweep, or attempting for it. Paddy still alive off to the side, and he has that steel guard. It's the final round, you might as well expend it, and he's getting the move on at that. Lets it loose. Unleashed now, and takes the fight before they can even get ready for the setup. It's a 2v1.
Does he think about Chishu being behind?
I mean, this is just so damn unlikely. Pull just for that first tap. Paddy's got so many obstacles to navigate, and of course he doesn't expect it.
That is...
Yeah. You're giving the plot away here, and it's just a call for the 3-2-1 swing out from the players to the wall triggered. That's an attempt of a timing by Kiko. He's going to make a go of it. Still, he's trapped tight to the corner once more, and EDG barely removing this guy, but still finding the value. And as the wall fades away, Nats ensures that nobody's going to be fading to black. Kang barely there. Flash backs himself out.
They have to go back and get the spike at this point still.
It's miles away.
And look at where Patty is. I mean, Patty and Nats could not be more disconnected from each other. And Kang looking great here on this pistol round.
Potential half, and it's not quite planted for him, so the stick all the way through into the end. And it's Simon who saves the day for. Is occurring here. Smoggy walking around, okay. One player dealt with, removed from the side. Chichu can't be asleep at the wheel into that spot, and he's got the supplementary util at least to try and help him out. Asawos, so there's no pushback, but there's a pull into their face, and they're all blind as anything. Spamming away, vulnerable duck, but the judge even save you here. It's Nats making a good go.
I'm a ghost.
Brother, they're losing the plot. Don't bring out the goop.
It does kind of feel like Team Liquid are losing it here.
Yeah. Please do not bring out the Elmers. Camo, kills to be found. Oh my! Simon, can you save the day? Put up a bit of a stand against this one. Cuts it up close. My God, it's a
Bulldog that might win them around 15.
too soon, apparently. Still, Chichu
Spike down.
cuts it up to the side there. And Kiku just taking a few bullets stray. Camo. And he's immediately just taking out Paddy. Up the way, out through mid. Nobody's alone, essentially, taking this fight. I mean, they all are, man.
This is the spike just...
Not quite hearing the drums, are they?
Nats is going to give it a go, but there's 15 seconds. It's not even possible to get the spike out.
Exactly.
But, I mean, Nats has got a free gun, so you might as well.
Look a bit flashy into the tail end of the round.
His own slow betraying him there, though, from the Tour de Force, and it's looking like a bit of a limp end to this.
Nobody?
Oh, that's
He pulled that one from.
Shorty, basically, and trying to get a pick.
Going for it. Instead, he's going to be sent straight to the dirt. Not much more past it. Oh my God, what an overextension! And Kamek returns with the fire. There's that trade. Earns a rifle as well, just for his troubles, but the dart dealt with. Chichu. Watchful eye onto a multitude of these players, and he's cleaned up almost single-handedly. This guy running rampant now, and EDG. The safety in numbers. Simon with the defuse, fully sticking this away. The weaponry just not even there for Padatech. Dimensional drift though, so okay, Cameron's going to be safe here, spotting out two of the players, including the... Going to be difficulty in that. Hunter's Fury, Simon just predicts incorrectly, sidesteps into the wrong direction. Smoggy It's going to be fading away here. It's a stun with good connection at that. It's going to be onto the second player, but pulls it back in a round. It's going to be the TP to evacuate. Salvo is
right now to try to get rid of this op. And look at him sprinting around, hoping to find Kankan.
It's a blind spot. It's a blind spot, yet still an adjust. Squeeze, and he's not aware of that. Snaps at play. Armageddon at least. Right into the enemy's face. There's two left to stand here. Kamek try and carve out some space alongside Camo, and it done just that with a couple of kills of their own, but it's just one left to stand. 1v2 Nightfall. No more sound cues. It's pure reactions. Just the aim in your eyes that you can lean on and try and rely on. Earns himself the 1 to the 1v1, but Swoggy saves the day, and EDG shut it down before it just gets away. 13-6, 2-0 finish. What an opening here to Masters Bangkok.
I think you're coming away with feeling pretty good about EDG here. Opening game of the Swiss stage.